somebody suggested a Wonder Wine. It's really expensive, but it would give the explosives the potential to have a third color outside of Urborg matchups. We lost more games when we cut Master, says Degenda. Yeah, we did. I mean, like, Master just shuts the door. He shuts the door. I think it's very important to just shut the door in Modern. So you just shut the door. We could switch the Flame Slash back to a Roast, by the way, Jeff. Earlier you were saying you really liked Roast in the list, Jeff. I agree. We could cut the, we could go back to a Roast. I don't mind that. I like that this handles Angel, but we could go back to the Roast. Yeah, we could do that. I'd love to play this deck only if you didn't play Vile. Monty, why don't you proxy it, man? There's nothing wrong with proxying. By the way, we are going to brew the Wandering Fumarole combo deck sometime. I promise you guys. We will. Thanks for being here, guys. Actually, the stream is just starting. Bigger kahuna! Science rules. Sorry, the lighting has changed. Come on, green screen. Work with me here. We're brewing. We're building something beautiful. What is the land I'm thinking of? Cut bridge for a Roast. More applicable and more matchups. I like the bridge, though. Yeah, we could... I could let go of the bridge, maybe. Okay. Maybe we want a split of Flame Slash and Roast. Am I thinking of Wonder Wine? Yes. It also is good for the other deck we're building. Astrapi says Ceaseless Sear Blade combo is great. Why am I streaming? Because I like streaming. Oh, why am I streaming on a different channel? Because it got hacked. I'd love this as a one-of, potentially in this deck, because it turns on the explosives for a third color without too much cost. Benz has been online for 4 hours. Stream is just starting. Would it not be a 2 lights relevant but fetchables nice as Spark Trap? Yeah. That's true. I don't know, I think the explosives has been fine even without a third color. We've had a lot of matchups where 0, 1, and 2 is perfectly reasonable for the explosives. I've still been proud. Not proud, but it's still been very useful even at those CMCs. I feel like Magic is so aggressive right now, Modern especially. Modern is so aggressive right now, I feel like explosives doesn't necessarily need to tick all the way to 3 for most matchups. Runner 1 of Prairie Stream. Elvin asks, what's the combo with Fumarole? Statement checks out. JS Nish, thanks for the follow. Science rules. Okay, so we need to maybe... I like what the deck is. I don't want to change it. I think that was what we did wrong last time too when it 4-1'd. We made a lot of bold changes. I think we just need to stick with the list for a little bit longer. Jeff wants me to run Talaria West. It's a little too slow for Modern right now. Like, Jeff, I had a list that was running Talaria. It was Possibility Storm. We had some Possibility Storm lists I was brewing. And the problem, Jeff, not that you're wrong, you're not wrong. Endless Possibilities was a brew we were working on for a while. We built blue, white, red variants. We built strictly blue-red variants. That's what this one was. And the deck was very powerful when we were in the driver's seat. When the opponent... And the format just became too aggressive. And as you can see, we're trying a lot of different cards in the sideboard. When the format became just a little too aggressive, this was no longer a viable strat. Anyway. Yeah, but Possibility Storm plus Talaria West. This is the Talaria West deck, Jeff. And I think it's sweet, you know. I think you're better off playing blue, white, red, Kiki, sneaky Kiki, you know. Angels and Kikis. Or play Ascendancy, you know. Ascendancy, like, we almost lost to the Ascendancy guy, and most decks in the format won't interact with turn 2 Ascendancy kill you. They can't Thought Knot Seer you first. Let me show off this deck real quick, because we played another guy playing the deck, and he might show up in here. I meant to give him my link, because I wanted him to come check out the list and I was trying to explain to him why I don't like birds and nobles right now, because people are even main decking Gutshot for the Eldrazi Menace. There we go. This is a list that's near and dear to me too, and I think this deck in some ways is better than the Wizard deck. It's not as sweet as the Wizard deck, but this deck is arguably more powerful. Just Mancy wants to see this deck. Alright, let's at least jam into the practice room. Two of Metamorphosis to play around things like Blood Moon. There's a lot more Blood Moon being played right now. We're an example of that. The other deck we just played. Yeah, so Spirit Ascendancy. I used to play the deck with Lumbering Falls, and the format's too... The format has become way too quick for Lumbering Falls. You have to go off with Caryatids and Fate Stitchers and Wind Zendikons. You can wish for a creature to go off with as well. What's up, Emperor? Oh, Jeff, we run more than just 3 or 4 moon effects. We have tutors to find the Magus. This is an awkward keep. Would I keep it? Not really. It just makes a whole bunch of mana. It doesn't really have any sustenance. It's also a one-lander. It's mulligan. This hand's much more solid. Yeah, again, it depends on what he's on. But we've got the Ascendancy in hand. The Glitter Wish can find the creature. We might naturally find the creature, though. Which is always nice. Actually, don't mind a Hollowed Fountain. Something that people underestimate in this deck is making your land drops. The deck runs very few lands, if any. We run, what, 18 in the latest build? I think I'm running only 18 lands. So, passing up on the land that might make the Ascendancy castable is probably wrong. How's my Yoshimi? It's good, Emperor. It's good, friend. No, Jeff, I like the idea of Talaria. I've been jamming Talaria. Alright, so he's going to take the Ascendancy. That's okay. We can Glitter Wish for another copy. Now, against Inquisition-type decks, it's not necessarily... We may get wrecked here, by the way. Hand Hate's very good against us. So, one of the things I'll board in against this type of opponent is definitely a place at a ley line. So glad that command's back. Oh, Robopod? Yeah. Alright, so let's go Fountain Tap, say go. Now, do you just slam the Glittering Wish? No. Snap Inquisition's a thing. Another copy of Inquisition's a thing. We may have to naturally draw the combo off the top, unfortunately. Depends on how good his hand is. Now, you could Gitaxian Probe to determine how to Glitter Wish, what to Glitter Wish for, if it's okay to go grab the Ascendancy from the Wish board. There is only one copy in the Wish board, of course. There's 3 in the main deck. There's 1 in the Wish board. So it looks like he's playing Fae. Bitter Blossom? Okay. Nice. I think Fae is really cool. Fairies. I think it's actually a really neat deck. So, let's get that information. Let's see if it's safe to go for the Glitter Wish. They don't always run the full playset of Snapcasters. Okay, he does have the Snapcaster Mage. Alright. So we can't glitter for the Ascendancy, per se. Alright, Dismember, Mage, Target. Yeah, we can't, due to the Snapcaster Inquisition, we can't necessarily go for the... ooh, 7 Caryatid's a great draw. That's actually just much better than Glitter Wishing. Like ramping into the Glitter Wish and then playing Ascendancy the same turn that we combo off is just better for a multitude of reasons. Let's go Breeding Pool. I actually would like to review most of the matches if we can. I feel like I learned a lot from my mistakes as well, going back and reviewing leagues. A lot of people, they just jam leagues and then they don't analyze what happened in the league and go back over what's happened. So hopefully some of you guys appreciate the commentary over the replays. It is important for me to gauge what cards are important in the new archetype, the Fae, the Wizards, excuse me, the Wizards build. Oh yeah, Bucky. It's been a while since we've seen Fae, so this should be an interesting matchup. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this. I could do some free cantripping and try to just hit the Ascendancy and go off this turn. That would look like this. Excuse me, cancel. That would look like this. Cerulean, once you have a carry to, is a free cantrip. So this is Simeon. We could do it again, but that doesn't seem worth it. I like just making a land drop and setting up for the combo finish next turn. I mean, again, I have Simeon. We saw the hand, it was Dismember and a Snapcaster Mage. We can Glitter and get the Ascendancy on the table this turn if he hasn't drawn something. Square 2 says go for it. Okay. I mean, I think we can go for it. I think it's possible that he's drawn to like a Metal Leak or a Remand, in which case we're very screwed. But last we looked at the hand, it was what? Dismember, Snapcaster, and now it has one unknown. It's possible he drew a piece of interaction. It's also possible he didn't. This might bait out the Mana Leak itself. It's possible. Glitter Wish. Could be a Spell Snare, too. I would assume the list runs Spell Snare. Say yes. If I can jam the Ascendancy onto the table, even though we're not necessarily going off this turn, it does a lot for our deck. It lets us kind of maneuver around some of what a blue-black list like his could bring to the table. So we're just jamming it. I wish we could go off this turn. Show me Metal Leak. Show me Remand. Gotcha. Okay, so next turn we'll go for it. Now he may, you know, still Snapcast or take the Cerulean Wisps. In fact, he should. That's totally what he should do, is Inquisition away my other cantrip. Have you played against Faye since the Sweet Mistbind click? No, I haven't, Wapala. That was the spiciest of spice. This might be the same guy. I kind of... Didn't he have Bitter Blossoms that look like this and Wateries that look like this? I don't remember exactly. Alright, so it looks like we're clear for takeoff. Looks like we're clear for takeoff. This deck is so much fun. Hang on. I can't help but smile when I combo off with something like this. It's really, really a fun deck, guys. So hopefully, there's our gut shot. So we're going to float. Red, actually? I don't think I'm casting the gut shot, by the way. Serum Visions is a much better draw. We get our triggers. Now, don't forget about the Dismember in his hand. We can go off exclusively. This variant that we've been brewing, this can go off exclusively without the necessity of actually having to attack the opponent, which is important. And it takes a while, but it's bottom top. It's really nice. It's really nice to be able to go off against something with all the Dismembers flying around. I just don't like playing any creatures that aren't hexproof or at least resilient to removal. Like, at least Fate Stitch is pretty resilient. You don't need this Simian Spirit Guide while you're going off. It's just to give you that nice acceleration. Bottom top, Wishes are fine. Let's Serum Vision again. Float, untap. This time we're probably going to pitch the Idyllic. It's okay. I'd rather have the Glitter Wish. Fate Stitcher's fine. Although he'll kill this first Fate Stitcher, we need to be aware of that, so let's go bottom top. He'll kill the first Fate Stitcher for sure, but it's fine. So let's Glitter Wish, I think. No. No, I mean, I feel like if he probably drew something. Why wouldn't you just Inquisition me and try to take me off the combo? It's fine. Alright, pitch the Stitch, which was the plan. Which wish target do you want to go for? Edward Skax! Science rules. Edward, thanks for the follow, Reno. Maybe it's a Spell Stutter, says Shade. It could be a Spell Stutter sprite. Let's grab the Scar Scale. If it's Spell Stutter, he can counter pretty much anything I'm trying to throw at him. Let's go with the Scar Scale Ritual. Let's bring back the Stitch. And then probe. Before he gets priority, you probe. Overmatch says go for the Hydra form? I don't think so. We know he has a Dismember. I still like untapping. I could go after a Tar Pit, but I'm gonna untap.